What up, y'all? It's May 22nd, 2019. Um, so I'm here in the car. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and a lot of reading. I started reading this book, Think and Grow Rich. And just a particular chapter I'm on is on imagination. And it just made me real grateful that I've developed my imagination. Like I think back to, my mom and how she believed in me. Like I really believe that children are supposed to grow up and scare their parents. Children are supposed to grow up and scare their moms. Have them wondering, oh my goodness, what is my child doing? Because I think children are supposed to be adventurous. Children are supposed to take chances, take risks. And that even though the parent may believe in their child and have faith that their child is going to be okay and do great things, that their child is supposed to be so adventurous, so risky, so great to the point that it worries their mom. It worries their parent because they're like, oh my goodness, like they're pushing the limits, right? Like I think that's what I'm doing to my mom now, right? I'm pushing the limit. She wants me to be safe. She wants me to be great, and she know I'm capable of it. It's just the journey of me taking it. It's so out there. It's so dangerous. It's so adventurous that I'm sure is making her nervous, right? And it's all her fault because my mom believed in me. And my mom taught me to believe myself and believe in myself. And so I'm doing things that may appear crazy. I'm doing things that may appear like that I'm taking unnecessary risks. But I believe in myself enough that I'm sleeping in my car for over it's going on 2 years. Like it's like 22 months now that I'm sleeping in my car, not getting a job. When I'm more than capable of getting a job, when I'm more than capable of working for somebody, but I believe in myself enough to put myself in this type of position for something greater. And I love my mom because not only did she develop or instill in me a belief in myself, but she also helped me develop my imagination. Because I had a great, big imagination. Like, I used to, like, my mom allowed me to take I don't even know what it's called, a spool of thread or whatever. I don't know, whatever they sew with, that thread. Take that, tie to one point in the house, and take that thread and, like, maneuver it, zigzag it, throw all the objects under the tables, on the ceilings, like tied to the rails, and take it all around the house because my imagination wanted to see what it was like to be like a burglar in a bank with all the lasers going all different places and like they moving their bodies like doing their best not to touch the lasers, the sensor, the wires. Like I wanted to see what it was like, and my mom allowed me to do that for like a whole day. For a couple of different days, just to see what it was like. Like she instilled, or she helped me develop and nurture my imagination. Like I remember one time back when big screen TVs was big on all sides. We had this big screen TV, this floor model that sat on the floor. It was big in all dimensions, and the box that came with it, she allowed me to keep the box in the kitchen for over a week. And that box was my castle. It was my spaceship. It was my race car. It was just a box that my brother tossed me around in. I made a drawbridge out of that box. I don't know. It, like, my imagination just went crazy with that box. But she allowed me to develop that. She allowed me to keep a box in her kitchen for over a week. Just instilling in me, helping me and develop my imagination, not making me scared of my imagination. And because of that, I'm sure I'm scaring her now because of what my imagination is allowing me to put myself through. Like, my imagination is telling me it's something great in me. My imagination is telling me it's something amazing I could do with my life. It's something amazing I could do with this world. And if I take a chance on myself, see, between my belief and my imagination, putting those two together, like, it's sending me through a journey that I know something great is going to happen. I just don't know exactly how it's going to happen. I don't know exactly what's going to turn up, what's going to result. I just know it's going to be something great. I'm giving my imagination a chance. Like, what if? What if I was to be widely successful without doing it the way people tell me I should do it? What if I was to give myself a chance when society tells me, nah, to be safe? Y'all, you got your degree, like, just go and get a nice job, and then, you could buy a nice car, a nice Tesla or something, and you could get a nice house. Like, what if I say I don't want to get it that way? What if I say my imagination telling me I could get it another way and something much greater than what you say I should have? What if I gave myself a chance? And so I'm just grateful that I had a parent who believed in me enough to allow me to believe in myself, who believed in me enough to allow me to explore my imagination, to allow me to explore my crazy ideas. Even now, even though I'm scaring her, she's allowing me to as reluctantly, but allowing me to explore just being great. Explore what could come out from being homeless. Imagine a doctor with a doctorate degree, right? Living in his car, refusing to give up on his dream of being great, of changing the world, of impacting the world, but allowing himself, believing in himself enough to sleep in a car and show the world that I'm sleeping in a car, in a messy car. I don't even know if y'all can see a messy car. I'm working on cleaning up. But believing in myself enough to do all of this, because my imagination says something great can come out of this. Like, you have imagination too. It's not just me. It's not just a certain amount of people. It's you have it in you. Now, whether you use it or not, some people just use it more. Use your imagination. See what you can be. Look at yourself in the mirror and see what you can be. Like, that's what I do every morning when I wake up. I look myself in the mirror and I imagine what I can be. I imagine the greatness that could come out of it. Like, I don't care that this is my situation now, because imagination, it has to take something to turn it into something greater. Like, I'm taking this situation and I'm turning it into something greater, because my imagination says something amazing will come out of this. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know exactly what can happen, but I know something great can happen. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself enough to put yourself at risk. Believe in yourself enough to take a chance, even when society tells you it's crazy. Believe in yourself enough to be crazy. I can't wait to show y'all what the results is. And I'm waiting for it. And that's why I'm feeding my mind with things like this, with different books. Different books, right? Different. I ain't gonna show y'all those books. I'm not even reading those books. But shout out to a friend of mine who wrote a book. But surrounding yourself with people and knowledge to help form and shape your world to something that's only in your imagination right now. That's why I call this series Homeless Billionaire. Because I'm taking this homelessness and shaping it to something that my imagination says I could turn this into something great, into something worth $1 billion. I don't know how I'm gonna take it from here to there, but I'm gonna just work with it. I'm gonna work with what I got. I'm gonna work with what I got to turn it into something great, because my imagination is telling me it can be something great. And I believe in myself. Believe in yourself, family. All right, I'm done. Like, I'm gonna get back to reading my book, but man, you have imagination, use it. And believe that it's possible. Love y'all. Stay royal.
Godchild.com